Hello everyone, welcome to a new week. It's Saturday today and sadly it's time to take down the Halloween decorations, which therefore basically means it's Christmas. So I'm going to put on telly now the Christmas episode of Midsummer Murders, The Ghosts of Christmas Past. That's the best Christmas episode they've done. I love it, I look forward to watching that every year. So I'm going to sit down for a few minutes with my Christmas magazines. So far I've got... Yeah, I do splurge on magazines at Christmas. Shush! Why does my dog always feel the need to lick his balls whenever I'm vlogging? This is my favourite. I can't wait to unwrap it and have a look through. It's the Country Homes and Interiors Christmas episode, Christmas issue. And it was 2 for £6. So it was between something like Good Housekeeping and this one. So I've got Living Etc, which isn't generally my style, but I do like this enchanted Christmas look on the cover. And then last week I bought Country Living, and what else do we have? And we've also got Period Living and Period Ideas. And that day in London when I went for the next blogger event, I bought a couple then as well. Where have they got to? Just a second. So the ones I bought in London ages ago that were out really early were Your Home Christmas Made Easy and Country Living Christmas. So I'm just gonna have a lovely sit and... So I'm just gonna have a proper weekend moment, sitting on the settee here, watching Midsummer Murders Christmas episode. I might get up and start taking the Halloween decorations down and also flick through magazines. There's other Christmas issues I want to get as well. Oh, my dream job, if I had the budget, I would just buy all of the Christmas magazines and let you know which ones are the best ones. That would be a good job, wouldn't it? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye now. Hello, it's Sunday. We've come to Yeovil to go to the cinema. We've got our free tickets through Tesco Club Card and doing the Sweet Sunday thing on those packets of minstrels and things. And we're coming to see Murder on the Orient Express. Jude's the only one that hasn't seen the Agatha Christie, the proper version with David Suchet. We've seen, so we
proper version.
we know what's happening, but. I think it's going to be a good surprise for Jude. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to it because we are Agatha Christie fans, but it's going to be weird knowing who done it, and it's going to be a bit weird someone else being Poirot.
Yeah, that's going to be odd.
That's just too weird. David Suchet is Poirot.
I know.
No one else is Poirot.
Like,
but we'll see.
You can't even play anything else because you just go, Poirot, what's he doing?
Yeah, and that moustache, have you seen the poster?
Yeah, I have actually.
Okay, here we are. Okay, excited about this. Don't have to go to the cinema. Okay, verdict on the film. We really enjoyed it. It was weird seeing Kenneth Branagh as Poirot, but he did a good job. It was good. I liked the humour in it. The actual episode from the TV series is not one of my favourites because it's lacking in that Agatha Christie Poirot humour, and that was back in the film, which I enjoyed. But yeah, it was really good, and I think Jude enjoyed it as well. And she didn't know what was going to happen, but she had guessed who done it, and yeah, we thought it was made a little obvious. So there was not a big surprise reveal anyway. It was a good film and we enjoyed it, but I'm going to do my toast now because, well, it's still hot. So as usual, we sort of dressed up a little bit. This was the nearest I could do for a 1930s outfit. So I just threw on a shawl over my sparkly jumper, and I've got a midi skirt. The shoes are the best bit of the outfit really, but unfortunately these were an eBay fail because they are just too big. They just come right off, which is a shame, so I think I'm gonna have to resell them. But yeah, oh, and the pearls, that makes it very 1930s straight away. Okay, I'm gonna have my toast now.
Alright.
I'll get evidence to show rain. Of course, I'm a bit catted. They were playing for ages, and then they just, first of all Rafiki came up, and then literally these Lyra and Tinkerbell came up at pretty much exactly the same time, and Tinkerbell does not share. So yeah, I've got all 3 cats. But I need to get up. What do? I had to put the cats down off my lap, which is such a shame because it's so nice to have all 3 on me. That so rarely happens. Tinkerbell doesn't share. Well, none of them like to share apart from Lyra, who is just lovely. Anyway, I thought I would show you my little Amazon haul. I was a little bit down on the dumps the other evening. I went to bed and I was just feeling like, I just want to buy something. So I did. I went on Amazon. And this is what I got. The first thing I will show you, I'm really pleased about, it's just the Merry Christmas notebook. I keep a Christmas notebook every year. I'll do, probably during Vlogmas, I'll show you how I plan and organise my Christmas notebook. But last year's ran out and I needed one that was light enough to put in my bag. So I've got my list of presents that I've already got and things like that when I'm out shopping. So I don't want it too big and I don't want it too heavy. This is actually perfect. It's a nice little simple notebook. A couple of writing things because I'm really enjoying writing. I think when I'm being good at not buying so much fabric, and I think when I finally run out of fabric making things, I don't know if I will continue with the Threads of a Fairy Tale business. I mean, I'm thinking like 10 years ahead here. I've got enough fabric to last a long time. But anyway, my writing I think is probably where my future is at. So I'm into it again at the moment. I'm using the NaNoWriMo National Novel Writing Month to motivate me basically. I'm really catching up on the book that I started 3 years ago. I really want to finish it and get it and start sending it off to agents and people. Yeah, so if you don't know, I did do NaNoWriMo, yeah, I think, 3 years ago, and I did complete the 50,000 words and kept going, finished the first draft of the book, and have then I had to go back because I sort of started it on a spur of the moment decision. I hadn't done any planning, so I hadn't really got my characters properly mapped out. So then I went back and did all that, did a lot of research, so that took quite some time. So now I'm going through editing that first draft, and it's a slow process, but yeah, I just need to devote more time to it, which I don't have, but I need to find it. So anyway, back to what I was actually talking about. I bought this, which, because it relates to blogging as well, I'm also thinking about submitting some pieces to magazines and just seeing where else I could use my writing, because I think that is something that I'm relatively good at, if I'm allowed to say that myself. But there we are. So I bought this book, How to Make a Living with Your Writing, Books, Blogging and More by Joanna Penn. It had good reviews on Amazon, but I haven't even read the first page yet, so I can't tell you much about it. It looks good, it looks interesting, so I might just sit and read a bit of that today, because today the kids are out. It's Jude's first day at work. I'm so hoping it's going well. She's been trying so hard to get a job, and you wouldn't believe how difficult it is. I'm going to do a ranty blog post actually about the application process for low-skilled, low-pay work. You wouldn't believe, if you've never applied to work in Tesco's or to work in a shop, you would not believe how hard it is. They just make you jump through hoops to even be considered for an interview, and actually it makes me quite angry. Anyway, that's a little side note. I went on and Rain's at university, so that's why I'm able to film without being interrupted, and why I'm going to sit on the settee and do some reading and writing, because I've got the chance to sit in the living room for a change, which is lovely. And the next one is Writer's Handbook 2018. I usually buy the Writers and Artists Yearbook, which is probably the most well-known book, but this one I think goes into, because it's just writers, it's just as thick as the Writers and Artists, but this one's just writers, which is really all I'm interested in at the moment. So yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, the Writers and Artists Yearbook and the Writer's Handbook come out each year, and they are basically everything. If you want to get anything published, that's where you need to go for your listings, for your addresses, the names of the commissioning editors and that sort of thing are usually given in these books. So the next thing is quite fun for me because I love organising things and I love going on holidays. And so I bought myself some packing cubes. Now Chris did this for our big road trip last year, and actually they do work really well in squashing your packing down and you can fit more in. Also, I actually go on holiday knowing what I'm going to wear every single day. I go with a list and then so I don't have to waste any time in the morning deciding what to wear. I coordinate, I think about where it is I'm actually going that day and, you know, yeah, plan my outfits accordingly. So this is sort of perfect because it means I can separate my stuff, and particularly for road trips, which is quite often what our holidays tend to be, it means that I can put the next day's stuff in just a small bag, because when you're going in and out of motels, they often don't have a lift, they often stick you up on the first or second floor, and it's quite nice to just be able to, if I could just take out my wash bag and the bag with the next day's clothes in it, that'd be great. So that's another reason why I bought these. And actually, because I know this isn't going to be enough, I've bought another one which was due today but hasn't come yet. So I'll show you that if it does arrive. And this is another thing Chris has got, which is actually really useful. It's a wash bag. It's not the biggest in the world. It's not going to be my only one, I suspect. It's not going to fit all my makeup in and everything. It comes with a hook, and Chris's has proven really handy because in hotels they never provide you with enough workspace to lay out all of your stuff. So you can hook that up, and I can at least put my sort of toiletries in there, my cleansers and that sort of thing. So that's going to be useful. And then there are 2 more actual packing cubes, and then it comes with 3 pouches as well. Not quite sure how I'm going to use these. Maybe a dirty washing bag, maybe one just for underwear, I suppose. That's that. And then the most exciting thing, which does relate to this, I bought my new cabin bag, which feels and looks massive. I was amazed this is actually a cabin size suitcase, but it is. I think I mentioned in my how to pack your carry-on for 5 kilograms. Oh wow, that's really helpful. It says on it what the dimensions and maximum weight limit are for all the different airlines on here. Oh, that's pretty cool. 2 years guarantee, which is good. So this brand, Movom, is spelt M-O-V-O-M. What was I saying? Oh yeah. A few weeks ago I did a how to pack a 5 kilogram carry-on bag. And if you watch that, then you'll have seen I was not impressed with my previous carry-on suitcase. It was by a brand called 5 Cities, which I've since found out is the one that Clarks sell. And because Clarks shoes are such good quality, you expect their luggage to be as well. But oh my goodness, the memory card just ran out. By the time I just deleted one clip, the light has completely changed. It's got dark, so I'm sorry about the change in light. Right, so the type of suitcase I was looking for is a hard shell. You know, a solid one as opposed to normal fabric. I also wanted one with 4 wheels because my other suitcase doesn't have 4 wheels, and when you're dragging that behind you, there usually isn't room to then also drag your hand luggage behind you as well. There just isn't the width through doorways. So I thought I'd go for the 4 wheels, and then I can push it in front and still drag my other suitcase. I'm hoping we're going to be doing a bit more travelling. Therefore, I need a decent hand luggage one, because if we're only going for a few days, then chances are we'll go on budget airlines and save money on not using a big suitcase. So I wanted a hard one to protect camera equipment and laptops and all that sort of thing. So that was my other priority. There's still tons of suitcases with those criteria to choose from, but very, very few with this next thing. I don't know if you can see, but there are 2 compartments. Here's your main one. I guess you roll up your packing cubes under these. You've got a bit of space under here, but not a lot really, because on the front, and this was really important to me, because on Chris's hand luggage, every time he needed to get something out, he had to find somewhere to lay it flat. It just about fit on his lap, so he'd had to sit down, put the suitcase on his lap, and then unclip the sides and open it. Whereas this one has a zip, which I can just undo from the top, and I've got this little pocket. I go away on holiday with a folder stuffed full of all of our travel documents, like pre-booked hotels, Esther's, everything, and I didn't want to have hand luggage where I'd have to sit down, unclip a suitcase, get to those things every time I needed them, every time we get to a check-in desk or whatever. A big A4 folder is not going to fit in my shoulder bag or handbag or whatever other little handbag I can get away with taking. So this one has this pocket at the front, which is just perfect. So my main stuff goes in there, and then in here I can just open it up. Well, I mean, I'll give you a verdict once I've used it, which isn't going to be long away actually, which is quite exciting. So yeah, that's my sort of little mini Amazon haul. Why is there always a delivery when I'm in the middle of working out in the living room and in my sports bra? Well, a normal bra and a sports bra, because of course one sports bra is never enough. But that always happens and I scramble for a t-shirt. So, okay, I've got 3 more packing cubes with this little floral design on them. This one also came with 3 pouches. I'm sure they'll find a use. And I may as well tell you why it is I've suddenly bought a pile of travel stuff. On Sunday I'm flying off to New York again. This is going to be another trip similar to the last one where Chris is going for work and I'm just sort of tagging along. So although we're landing in New York, we're then getting a car to Stamford, which is north of New York in Connecticut. I'll probably actually use it as a bit of a working holiday and get up to date and get ahead of writing blog posts. I find I'm really productive with blog posts while I'm away for some reason. And I've got a lot I want to write about at the moment. I really want to catch up on them and just enjoy, just have a bit of a break. A change is as good as a rest, and hopefully see some Christmas decorations in New York if they've got them out yet. I don't know whether, perhaps they don't do anything until after Thanksgiving, so we shall see. So I've got an exciting vlog coming for you next week. Yeah, that's it for today. It's been quite a productive day, not anything all that interesting. Got some washing done, got some hoovering done, got the shopping put away. Yeah, got the exercising done. On Friday, me and Chris are going over to Stourhead, which is a beautiful National Trust garden. Hopefully there'll still be some autumn colours. Hopefully the wind hasn't blown all the leaves away, because I think I'm going to sneakily try and pack a rucksack or a large bag somehow and change behind the bushes and get some Instagrams and yeah, get some photo shoots for fashion posts ready for the blog, and that should be fun, hiding from the National Trust people. Okay, that's it from me for now. I shall go and recover. Hello, it's what day is it? Thursday. It's Thursday now, and we've come to Kilver Court in Shepton Mallet. If you don't know about it, it's sort of half known for having some pretty gardens and half known for being a designer outlet. But I came last year to their sort of Christmas evening opening, and it's back on this year, so we thought we'd come and have a look at all the Christmas decorations. It feels far too early, but it's still quite exciting. Here we go. Thank you. Hello.
Pig one. No, you should try both. Why is it pig?
I don't know, is it pork?
Oh, is it like bits of bacon, do you think?
It's got pork crackling in it. Pork crackling based advent calendar.
That's pretty cool.
It's nice. This is delicious. Well, we're home. Managed to spend a lot less money than I did last year, which is good. I just bought 3 little copper birds. They're really sweet. These were £2 each. It is all quite designery over there, so the prices were a little on the steep side, so probably just as well that I didn't find so much that I wanted this time, really. But these are really cute, so I got 3 of these. We do a copper tree in here, so they'll go on the tree just now. And hopefully the cats won't kill them. Right, me and Jude are going to do a workout now, and then last bits of washing and last bits of housework to do before bed. Nothing all that exciting, so I'll say goodbye. Bye. Look at it! Bloody fringe. I give up. Hello, it's now Friday. We've come to Stourhead to do a whole bunch of fashion vloggy pictures and get some Instagrams. It's beautiful here. Let me just stop and show you. Oh, and the sun comes out just in time. The only thing is I've got a rucksack on full of outfits, and the plan was to just sort of hide behind a tree or a bush or something to get changed, but it's actually really busy here, so that might prove difficult. At least I've got you to keep on guard for me. That's what we're doing. We'd sort of planned it for today for a while, and luckily the weather's been quite good. There's some beautiful hydrangeas just there. Well, we're done. The place has suddenly emptied out. I hope we can get out all right. I hope we haven't been locked out. And I dropped my black hat. So someone told me that it was been handed in at the office. But I'm worried that it's going to be closed by the time we get there. It's so nice though that people have finally gone. It's really nice now.
But dark.
But a bit too dark for photos. Yeah, we've got some good photos, we think. We didn't manage to do one of the outfits, it's just got too dark. But just now we were doing some, and Robin, well, it was just a really friendly Robin, came so close to my hand. I've never had like a garden bird like that so close to me before. It was quite amazing. I really thought it was going to jump on my hand. Chris got a photo. All nice and peaceful. Yeah, I didn't vlog very much because there were just so many people around. Couldn't believe how many people there were here. It's a shame we couldn't get on that bridge. The bridge has been blocked off, so we couldn't get any photos there. Done quite a successful afternoon. Got a few Instagrams in the bag and photos for blog posts, so there we are. Hello everyone, welcome to a new week. It's Saturday today, and sadly it's time to take down the Halloween decorations, which therefore basically means it's Christmas. So I'm going to put on telly now the Christmas episode of Midsummer Murders, The Ghosts of Christmas Past. That's the best Christmas episode they've done. I love it. I look forward to watching that every year. So I'm going to sit down for a few minutes with my Christmas magazines. So far I've got... Yeah, I do splurge on magazines at Christmas. Shush! Why does my dog always feel the need to lick his balls whenever I'm blogging? This is my favourite. I can't wait to unwrap it and have a look through. It's the Country Homes and Interiors Christmas episode, Christmas issue. And it was 2 for £6. So it was between something like Good Housekeeping and this one. So I've got Living Etc., which isn't generally my style, but I do like this enchanted Christmas look on the cover. And then last week I bought Country Living, and what else do we have? And we've also got Period Living and Period Ideas, and that day in London when I went for the next blogger event I bought a couple then as well. Where have they got to? Just a second. So the ones I bought in London ages ago that were out really early were Your Home Christmas Made Easy and Country Living Christmas. So I'm just gonna have a lovely sit and... So I'm just gonna have a proper weekend moment, just sitting on the settee here, watching Midsummer Murders Christmas episode. I might get up and start taking the Halloween decorations down and also flick through magazines. There's other Christmas issues I want to get as well. Oh, my dream job, if I had the budget, I would just buy all of the Christmas magazines and let you know which ones are the best ones. That would be a good job, wouldn't it? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say goodbye now. Hello, it's Sunday.